Hi Alex, here ahead of earnings with Tesla. We published another case study. I'm referring to historic rally in shares of Meta from $88 today $144. That is outperforming the case of Tesla. What I have to say ahead of earnings is the following. You don't have to have any position ahead of earnings. You can wait for what the company is going to report. This stock is not externally expensive yet, in the sense that if the company reports a very good quarter, the share price could rally to $158 eventually. That is the way we see it. And therefore, when I was here a couple of weeks ago, by the end of 2022, telling you to close the short positions and to buy some shares if you wanted to. Meanwhile, the share price bounced 40%. But I shall say that this bounce is pretty normal, my friends, because let's see, when you look at the markets, you have a large number of stocks that they continue outperforming Tesla. They doubled and more than doubled in days. Okay? And moreover, as of today, there are stocks in the US stock market that they are by far more expensive than Tesla, including the retail sector. Okay? So this has been a game. Wall Street once again defrauded you. They have been deceiving everyone since the beginning. They had price targets to $1,300, and they continue raising price targets ahead of the crash. And once the stock crashed, melted 70%, they started downgrading and slashing price targets. And what you have to do is precisely this, always the opposite. Okay? So by closing your short positions, you already saved a significant amount of money, because meanwhile the stock you can see it here that the stock bounced 40%. All right? And you are the most interested at this stock. The objective here, like I said before, is that Wall Street has to convince millions of suckers, Americans, to get back to the markets. Okay, so they have to raise price targets all over again, convincing people to return to the markets, because there is a ultimate button, and by having ultimate button, they have to raise targets, okay, and convince people to buy back shares, and whether it is Tesla or other stocks. This is the instructions that I left last year, the end of 2022. So that is what I have to say. That Tesla, it is not outrageously expensive as it was before. If the company reports something positive, it could rally further. It is not yet even at resistance, okay? Because notice the massive crash that you have seen here. And quite frankly, I also don't comprehend why people are so pleased with the recent bounce, because, my friends, this bounce is nothing, it's a blip, okay? Compared to many other stocks that they are gaining 200, 300% in the US stock market, okay? So this is what I have to say. Wait for what the company is going to report, and then you make a decision. You don't have even to have a position if you don't want to, all right? Thank you. Bye-bye.